Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Blank Check here, and today we are back to MLP Season 9, this time Episode 14, The Last Laugh. I caught up with the season just in time for the hiatus to end, in America officially, and am now back in the saddle again, a little late to the punch because of BronyCon. Anyway, meat and potatoes, I know one thing about this episode, and that is the returning character. I'm pretty excited, I don't know the synopsis or any context here. I also don't know the public reaction. I knew going into 12 and 13 that people really loved those episodes, and I know episode 15 is very controversial already. This one though, I saw people being excited before it came out, they were hyped, but I didn't see what happened afterward. Not sure if that's just timing, I wasn't paying attention at the right moment, or if it just did not leave a big impression. Anyway, one way to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if this one's a comedy or a tragedy. Alright. Oh, emergency! Dash to the rescue!
Pinkie Pie said to get here right away!
She sure had a burr in her britches about something.
Oh, is it a visitor to town?
Yeah! What is taking her so
A
long?
very important sun pony?
You guys really need to
We gotta throw a big party?
Pinkie, you said you had something important to tell us? Not telling, so much as showing.
To celebrate the arrival?
What you're about to see may shake the very foundations of your perception for all time!
Oh no, another alicorn.
A cupcake? Yes!
Give it wings!
Wait, there's more!
It's a very polygonal cherry, I was about to say.
Invitation to visit the cheese sandwich amusement factory!
Oh,
Sandwich opened a factory?
he's throwing the party.
What do they make there? Rubber chickens?
He's manufacturing parties.
They make way more there than just rubber chickens!
Gosh, cheese hardly seems the factory type. I didn't think he'd continue to wander Equestria throwing parties. Still, you must be excited to see him.
Never thought I'd see Rarity say gosh cheese
Catch up, haven't told me my life's purpose, swap gag tips.
in any capacity.
Catch up? I mean, it has been a while.
I think Applejack's asking about the part about cheese sandwich and your life's purpose.
Yeah, don't mind that.
It's just, all of you have found your thing. You're gonna rule all of Equestria, Rainbow Dash.
Ooh, okay.
Animal Sanctuary, Rarity has her boutiques. Applejack has that hat. And so that's like 2 things.
No, you got it right the first time.
1.
Oh, that's a good joke. Oh my goodness.
Cheese's invite, I was a little jealous. It felt like even he was moving on to bigger and better things, and every pony was leaving me behind.
Wow, this could be important.
I realized Cheese Sandwich is a party pony just like me. If he figured out his purpose, he can help me figure out mine.
I mean, you're a party pony. You could.
Cheese sandwich is a great idea. But the only pony who can really find your life's purpose is you.
I mean, it is a career. Throwing parties.
But I'm going to visit Cheese Sandwich's factory, so I can ask him to help me.
Setting up venues. Wedding planner.
Pinkie, are you sure this is edible?
I am not.
Oh, it's real good. It's a good start. Wow. Them addressing that all the characters have kind of found their place in life and know what they're working toward in the future. And now we're gonna give Pinkie some real goal instead of bouncing around the place. Or maybe that is her future, is just spontaneously throwing parties for the citizens of Equestria. Maybe that could be it. Or maybe she has some bigger goals. Either way, this could end in a big way for the overarching story of the character in the show.
Yep, any pony with a smile like that is exactly the kind of pony I want helping me.
But also Weird Owl. Yeah. Set him off with a bang, guys. I hope this is good.
Yes, pardon me, just gonna squeeze by.
The Fox Brothers, the writers here.
You sure can. I'm here to see Cheese Sandwich.
Cheese sandwich doesn't see any pony.
This factory is shut tight. No pony ever comes out and no pony ever goes in.
This guard lady's kind of like one of the
So, move along.
colts who made fun of Rainbow Dash as a child.
All this way because of this personal invitation from Cheese Sandwich himself.
Oh no, I ate the invitation.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Oh, please be like a Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory sort of video.
Ooh, desolate-y.
That'd be a great parody.
Hello? Any pony there?
Oh, I love that so much. Walk out with a limp. Oh, please do it. Oh my goodness. What's going on with this? Oh, okay.
Should have gotten a big laugh. I wonder if we need to add more carpet rolls. I suppose it could be the mask. Let's try taking the nostril flare down 10%.
This is a little terrifying.
Thought? Who are you?
I don't
Son Smirk, Vice President of Amusement Integration.
I don't like that mask.
Very excited you're here. If you'll just follow me, it's a short trip through the factory to Cheese's office.
This guy's probably a villain, but
A whole factory dedicated to gags!
he's kind of chill so far.
This is the funnest place ever!
Yes. Oh, give me a good song. Oh man, I need Cheese to
Maybe the fun is behind all this
bite a
boring
random
factory stuff.
flower in his garden made of candy.
The fun is the factory stuff. We take a fairly serious approach to comedy here. Observe.
Oh boy, we are getting into
A pretty flower.
focus groups and
The squirting flower is a classic.
corporate bottom lines.
The flower was part of a shirt, but the flower didn't squirt. The shirt did!
That is literally the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I like this. He's like
That's just off the top of my head.
Mudbriar went into management.
2,000 ideas like that from Cheese every minute!
We'd have to use a series of interconnected tubes in the fabric. What do you think of this?
I think it's a whoopee cushion.
Yes?
What if
Engineers.
the embarrassing sound come from some pony else?
The seventh element of harmony.
But the sound comes from you. We could call it the ventriloquy cushion.
Wow, okay.
Wow, yeah, yeah. Smart.
Which way is Cheese's office again?
Right, of course.
I like these.
It's been quite a while since we've had the opportunity to work with true comic inspiration.
These worker ponies are cute.
What about Cheese?
Oh, one more thing. Our super slip.
What is Cheese
still
like?
in development, but we think it's pretty special.
Bound and gagged, or is he just subservient to the ideas of his number 2 guy here, or what's happening? Has he run out of ideas?
So, too slippery?
Writer's block?
What if, instead of slipping, you were sticking? One step on this banana peel and you can't get it off! That's funny!
Oh, we are redefining Mario Kart here.
Wow. You're exactly the pony Cheese Sandwich needs to see.
Great!
This is some extreme makeover stuff here.
Exactly the pony I need to see!
You're breaking my foundation, Pinkie.
Hello?
Pinkie, I'm glad you came.
Oh,
I did. Your factory is
boy.
big. It really seems like you found your purpose, which is perfect since I came here for help.
Is this a
That
fake
is
out?
Perfect. I knew I could count on you to help me.
Well, that's true.
Or what is happening?
Oh, wait. Why do you need my help?
He's really out of the groove.
I've completely lost my laugh.
Here we go. We had the dun 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 music.
You lost your laugh?
This is for real now.
That's some kind of joke because it's not a funny one.
It's not a joke. And even if it was, I wouldn't be able to laugh at it.
I like the ponytail he's set up.
Right.
He looks kind of like Zephyr right now.
This discussion over some delicious canned peanut brittle. Wow, you did lose your laugh.
This is a serious case of the nun funnies.
Sorry to interrupt, but it occurs to me that a 7% tighter wind on the snake springs would yield a 12% increase in giggle output.
This is why we're a team. Sans here has always been able to eke every last laugh out of my gags, which is a help since I haven't come up with any good ones in a while.
Did he lose it because of the factory or before the
It's
factory?
funny or not, you just can't laugh at it?
Yes! And it's torture!
How did this happen?
Ah, dry humor.
Back when I was a party pony, I laughed at everything. I spread my party
But then I
cheer
got
wherever it was
taste.
needed.
It's a terrible
I
condition.
even started making individual, one-of-a-kind novelty gags for each and every one of my parties.
Ah, mass production is bad. There's our takeaway.
Soon it seemed like every pony in Equestria wanted one.
Yep, they all wanted the same thing. And it lost its novelty. Or you ran out of the ability to
More work than my hooves can handle, but I didn't want to disappoint all those smiling faces.
create new ideas.
Sans Smirk came to me with the idea for a factory. A gag factory.
I hope Flim and Flam aren't somehow behind this.
Finally keep up with demand and make every pony happy.
It'd be a little cop-outy.
Soon we were sending gags all over Equestria.
I feel like there's a Santa Claus story akin to this somewhere in entertainment. Okay.
But then, one day, my laugh was just gone.
The problem is the
I
factory.
haven't left the factory since.
Oh, well, great.
Pony to see me like this. I mean, look at me. Boneless 2 doesn't even recognize me anymore.
No!
Can you help me, Pinkie? What do you
My
think?
best
I
friend!
think I've got 2 words for you. Not
It's too
Who's
boneless.
there?
boo.
Boo-hoo.
Don't cry because I'm gonna get you your laugh back.
Someone please
That was something
get this
small.
guy into... Get him out of the courtyard!
Mr. Smirk, but is there something in my eye?
There's a concentration camp he has set up here.
Miss Pie.
Gray death surrounding all sides.
Little pal, put it there.
I hope it's the guards outside where, like, facilitate the laugh somehow.
Sorry about that. Let me make it up to you. How about some pie?
Googly eye.
Bravo.
Buzzer to pie face pratfall. Mwah. Masterful.
We're setting up an act here.
Come on! Those classic bits put Rainbow Dash's funny bone in a cast for a week.
Don't blame yourself, Pinkie. Whatever I got it bad.
Mr. Supervisor here
To start even smaller.
doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Can't run before you can walk.
I bet he'll laugh by the end of it too.
Laugh before you can smile. And your smiler's all out of whack. Now,
Ah,
see
wacky
what we're
smiler.
give me your biggest, bestest smile.
Gotta go to the doctor for that one.
Am I doing it? Am I smiling?
Some good faces.
Feel like I'm smiling.
Almost.
We better end with a song here.
Need to spot you for a rep or 2.
I will feel ripped off otherwise.
Okay, you got this. It's all you.
Work those muscles. Oh. Ugh. Only
I'm not giving up.
terror
on
and
you yet,
confusion.
please. I know there's something somewhere that'll make you laugh. I just have to figure out where to look.
I would like
The
to take
plight
this
of the
opportunity
proletariat?
that we are in a gag factory. This is where the magic happens.
This is your arsenal.
Element. It's where we figure out the science of funny.
How do you science funny?
Of course,
Look.
there's no one-size-fits-all joke. No grand unified gag theory.
I think BuzzFeed's got it under control, guys. Am I right?
We can combine it with the funny of another gag and make a third, funnier gag.
Ah,
I
evolution of comedy.
rule of 3s. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that math checks out. At this point, I'm willing to give anything a try.
I'm glad Pinkie can count. I guess she can count up to 3.14. I like the one with the curly hair under the bonnet. The little twirl in the front. She's great. And the freckles. Oh. Is that invisible ink? Oh. It's a handy little device.
I don't understand. I've tried everything. Stand-up, classic gag, physical humor.
It's just a picture of a brick wall.
Character pieces. Nothing's worked.
It seems we've exhausted every avenue that even the science of comedy can provide.
Brick wall being metaphorically where we're at right now.
I appreciate everything you've done, Pinkie, but if you can't make me laugh, no pony can.
But, sir, you can't just surrender.
It doesn't look like I have a choice. I need to figure out how to live without a laugh. You
No.
tried your best, but it's time you went home.
It's such a sad existence. Pinkie, you need to bring the intuition along with the
I'm
science
horrified.
of this guy and create real laugh magic.
You're all just giving up?
I'm afraid Mr. Sandwich is right. You are the funniest pony in Equestria, and if you can't bring back his laugh, it is surely gone forever.
But Cheese was just as funny as me. I can't
Oh.
believe that's all gone.
Come on.
None of us can.
We can work together.
Shudder to think what will become of the factory.
You're not gonna close down, are
No, is this the heel turn?
This was Cheese's life's purpose.
It certainly was mine. But if Mr. Sandwich has finally given up, there's only so long we can retool his old ideas before we run out of
Please don't be a bad guy. I want you to
I don't suppose you'd consider working here.
be a good guy.
Take on our classic gags rivals Mr. Sandwich in his prime.
I need to find my life's purpose, but I don't think that's it. I'm a party pony. I
Yeah.
make ponies happy in real time.
See, this is the problem at Cheese
In our early
Sandwich.
days, nothing brought Mr. Sandwich more pleasure than seeing the laughter his gags brought to Pony's first hoof.
Bring him to the people.
The drawing board.
Let him see
There will always be a place for you here if you change your mind.
the public.
What did you just say?
There'll always be a place for you here.
No. Before that.
Back to the drawing board.
That was me.
Nothing brought Mr. Sandwich more pleasure than seeing the laughter his gags brought to Pony's first hoof.
There it is.
That! We've been going about this all wrong. We don't need to make Cheese laugh. He needs to make us laugh.
We need to force him to do prop comedy.
Figured it out. I know why you can't laugh.
What? Why?
You started this factory because you didn't want to disappoint smiling faces. But in here, you can't see any.
That'll also be a
Does make a certain sense.
rough montage
Laughter has always brought you joy.
of him attempting to
Laughter is what this factory does.
do comedy.
Except you don't see it. You're a party pony like me. You need to make ponies smile in person.
Or will he get the groove immediately? Can't tell. Can we weekend at Bernie's it
Try it.
and like puppeteer him to make wacky faces?
Why did Boneless 2 cross the road? To prove to Boneless 1 he wasn't a chicken.
Very funny, sir. Excellent joke.
You just have the wrong audience.
Ha, ha, ha?
Really?
Sorry, not much of a laugher.
Bring him to the
Here,
other
try it.
ones in the factory.
Miss, I'll laugh.
Pinkie, you laugh at everything. I appreciate what you're doing, but I think it's a cost loss. A lost cause.
There it is. Comedy.
What was that?
I'm sorry, but when you swapped the letters of those words, it was just a bit.
Funny?
Yeah, especially when you explain the joke.
Of the sounds that I just made.
Yes, yes.
That coaxed the snicker from your throat in a delicate cascade.
I don't
If I
know
did
about
it
that
one
wording,
more
but sure.
time, If I reproduced that feat, mixed up some letters here and there, you'd lily-bath too sweet.
Bring me the drop.
Then that's all I need to do. That's who I need to
All right.
be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from me.
Well, that was a pretty easy turn. All right, I guess. Sure.
Rubber chicken's my expertise. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese.
I like the bright banana suits everyone has.
Amp things up to get the thing I'm after. Move wholesale apples around and change them fastest to get laughter. Can't stop now, I'm on a roll, I've almost got it back. Bright folks like you aren't subject to my play on words attack.
I feel like we made this song and then wrote an episode around it.
Play to get me where I'm going.
What you gonna do?
Some comedy all day long.
I'm kind of okay with that, I guess.
Laughter flowing. And it's
I'm glad that the management guy
who I need to be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from
is just kind of a
right behind, if you please.
non-laughing regular dude.
Guarantee. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese.
Not trying to suck the life out of Cheese maliciously. Yay, accordions! He's really bad, guys.
And it's what I need to do. It's who I need to be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from me.
Sick moves.
Sweet cushions and dungarees. I know jokes like my ABCs.
Yeah,
Want laughter, then stick with cheese.
the real 1, 2, 3 rule.
And now my biggest test, the hardest fish to fry.
I love this Weird Al variety here.
Analytical, a sense of humor dry.
So dry.
Enough would prove to me
This is a good part.
this experiment's done.
The ultimate test of laughter.
Not too smart, something like a pun.
It's like your thesis on funny.
Laughing bird's eggs hatch. They cracked up!
Sir, that is so ridiculous.
Wow, that really was the funniest joke he's ever heard in his life.
Then that's all I need to do. That's all I need to see. I thought I needed
I laughed so hard it broke the mic and I had to
Squirting
remove it from the audio, obviously.
rubber chickens and dungarees. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese.
That's fun enough. Now back to the
Good to have you back. We
manufacturing.
can get the factory back to how things used to be.
Sans, my good pony, I don't think I can run this factory anymore. But you can.
Yeah, he can.
You? I don't.
He's in charge.
Pinkie was right. This is what I need.
He can bring laughter to the masses.
I just can't have funny ideas. I need to wander the land and see ponies laughing at
But
them.
cheese can bring hilarity to the individuals.
I need to live. And don't think
Yes.
I've forgotten about you, little buddy.
The poncho returns. He's back. Oh, he's ready to go.
I knew you'd be on board. Don't worry. Out in Equestria, I'll have more great ideas for gags, and I'll send them all to you.
Perfect.
Are you sure this is what you want to do?
Of course.
Yeah.
My life's purpose.
I'm a CEO after all.
Came here looking for.
You did? Well, come on. Let's figure it out.
And they go exploring the world and Pinkie's never seen again.
Good. And then I said goodbye, and then I came here. Oh, and then I gathered you all together and started telling you about it. First, I said.
And that's how Equestria was made.
And Cheese Sandwich just left his own factory? Yep, but I think Salt Smirk's hooves were the perfect ones to leave it in. As much as Cheese was born to wander Equestria and make ponies laugh in person, Sans was born to run that factory.
Besides, they gave him a real good compensation package when he left.
Purpose anymore.
Nope. I figured out Cheese and I are pretty much the same. We both need to see ponies laughing to feel fulfilled.
He'll get unemployment till the day he dies.
Life is purposing itself all over the place.
I agree completely.
Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. I got you all a little something from my trip.
Oh no.
Eggs, peanut
This one's full of explosives! Wow, kind of actually. Oh. Okay, that's a logical conclusion to that dilemma introduced in the intro. Definitely thought it was a possibility. Makes sense that Pinkie is the carefree, keep doing what she does, because turns out she already found out her life's purpose. She was one of the first ones to get there. She was ahead of the curve all along. Anyway, that was fine. It was great to see Cheese Sandwich again. Always bringing a smile on the faces. Who would have thought? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was Season 9, Episode 14, The Last Laugh, and that title is a lie. That was not the last laugh. There will be more to come, I assume. We need a class action lawsuit right now on Hasbro. Anyway, the episode was totally fine. I understand now not seeing a huge reaction because it was dwarfed comparatively by the episodes preceding it, as well as by Pinkie Pride, the original Weird Al episode, which I feel pretty safe in saying left a much bigger mark on the audience. It also draws unfortunate comparisons in my mind to Episode 6, Common Ground, our other Season 9 episode revolving around a returning big-name, memorable character/voice actor. Whereas that one had a surprisingly meaningful and affecting storyline, this one a little more by the numbers, but ultimately still fun. X character is in a funk and has to get their groove back is a tried and true formula, and it can definitely work. This show in the past has done it better and worse, I would say. And this one is elevated by the return of Weird Al as well as our requisite song at the end, which is definitely a good time, and I love the variety of the piece. The Fox brothers also gave us a handful of some really good jokes, just not the ones that the characters tell each other. Helped, as always, by Andrea Libman's delivery. The Applejack hat joke was quality, and I will accept no disagreement, don't at me. The new character, Sans Smirk, I just learned his full name, and... Alright, sure, they win this one. It's good, it's a good name. I like that guy, he's cool, he's down to earth, trying to create new products. trying to minimize his diminishing manufacturing sources and material shortages, innovating, maximizing profits. He's like Flim and Flam if they had the moral high ground. And I will say, I am surprised. I did think this one was gonna go the route of this corporate mass production is bad, and they didn't do that. They just presented it as one viable means of a career in a sea of others. Not bad, not bad. And I like what they tried to do with Pinkie Pie here, her trying to find her purpose in life in the wake of all her friends having their set careers. Though I feel like I kind of wanted something a little different because she's reached this sort of conclusion before that her way of life is viable, that what she does is good enough. In slightly different ways, but it still kind of undercuts the arc compared to her actually coming across something new. And I feel a little like these characters right now. I'm just talking ad nauseum and fairly quickly. Might be because I haven't eaten in a while and I might be subconsciously pushing myself faster toward food. But I think I've captured most of my thoughts. Oh yeah, one thing, the solution, the turnaround, the bringing him back into his groove, that happened really fast in this episode. Like he just right back in it. Could kind of feel a time crunch there. Still though, Weird Al, cheese sandwich, fun stuff. I'm so glad he joined the show. And this was not a bad send-off for the character. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me and seeing this one through. I hear the next episode is a great time. So until then, remember, please laugh.